So, guys, eventually I'm going to have to slow down. I can't keep outdoing myself, but today is not that day. I came home with more stuff, more amazing stuff than I think I ever have before, and I don't really know where to start. Decent games then. Yeah, we'll have that one then. Retro Ghetto. Hi everybody, welcome to this week's Ghetto Vlog, and if the lighting looks a little bit different in here, that's because summer's finally here, right? The sun is shining, I've let the dreaded rays in the room, actually getting fresh air in the 3.0, which it's a rarity, let me tell you, but much needed. And tell you what, that was a great start to what promises to be a stacked Ghetto Vlog. Let's take a look at this. So yeah, headed into the local. I said to them, have you got any games? The guy says no. Another guy then said, actually, one's come in, went in the back and pulled out orange box. So yeah, really happy with that. This game's actually gone up in value, as have a lot of PS3 and 360 games in recent times. They're actually selling this now for £18 at CEX, but £12 trade-in. So for what was, I think, £1.50 spent, not bad at all. I already own this, so I will be using this as trade bait. The way it is currently, I don't even know if they'd accept it. The box is that destroyed, but I'm going to quickly change the box over like that. Perfect. CX can get rid of that sticker. Right, so yeah, nice, easy, £10 plus of profit in CX vouchers. Fantastic way to start, as I say, what is going to be a stacked vlog. And speaking of said vlog, this parcel right here contains a very, very heavy hitting game that I've been after for a long time. So yeah, we're going to be opening that very shortly, but before that, there's a couple of jobs that we need to get done, right? Last week, this picture frame fell off the wall. I've got to get this sort of sticky pads removed from here, clean it up for something very special that's going there, hopefully this week. And we're going to get the Retro Gamer magazine placed behind Master Chief now. Let's do that. Okay, that's all the sticky pads off the wall now. It went quite well to start with, and then sadly this happened. Thankfully it's not plaster, it's just paint, so that's an easy fix if necessary. I'm not going to worry about it now because, like I say, I've got something big coming here which might even cover that anyway. But if needs be, I'll just put a dab of paint on because we're about due every, I don't know, 3 months or so. I go around the room with white paint, and that's the beauty of having a white room. Any like little marks or nicks or anything that I can spot, I just sort of like, you know, do a little bit of paint over it. So we're about due anyway, so that's not a problem. But yeah, let's get this fixed back up and then pop it behind Chief and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's done. I turned the LED strips off because the glare was sort of reflecting too much on the picture frame for you to see it on camera. But yeah, really happy with it. Like I say, it's all about getting different angles in the room, right? And how things look from different standing positions. And that's one of the things I love about this room. There's so much to see depending on where you are. And yeah, I think it looks cool up there. Happy with it. Job done. And like I say, it's got that space now ready for what's coming later in the week. But there is something else I want to discuss. So you'll notice that the casing has been taken off the 360. That is for a reason. So I've run into some problems, and yeah, hoping one of you guys can help me. So on last week's vlog, we discovered this can't be played on the Xbox One. It's not backwards compatible. So I thought, right, okay, I want to test this game out. I'll fire up the old fresh white Xbox 360 down here, and then this happened. As you can see, it's not working. Now, it's not the red ring of death. It just flashes and then it turns itself off. The fan's quite loud. Now, I tried Googling it, and it kind of wasn't really much information. All the information on there was like, if it flashes once, it's this, twice, it's this, 4 times, it's this. Nothing for continuous flashing. This flashed once 30 times, and there was 19 times. Yeah. I reached out to the Ghetto Gang, who are more knowledgeable than myself, and I tried changing the power brick, tried changing the AV cable, and also tried changing the hard drive. All 3 things have been unsuccessful. They've all led to this. Now, I bought this a couple of months back, a few months back, should I say, and it was working fine. I used it 2 or 3 times when I got it, absolutely perfect, no issues, it's in immaculate condition. It's been sat for a few months because I've been mostly gaming on the Xbox One, so most of my 360 gaming's been done here. But, as I say, thought I'd try Shattered Dimensions, come to put this on, and yeah, just nothing. So, if anyone can help me out, any experts out there in the comment section know what this fault is or what I can do to fix it, I'd be much appreciative if you could let me know. Okay, so broken Xbox 360 consoles aside, today is a good day because, like I say, I've been waiting on this parcel for... Well, it's not so much the parcel I've been waiting for, but this game I've been waiting for. So, there's a lot of Super Nintendo heavy hitters, right? At this point, I don't know how many games are worth hundreds of pounds, a lot of them, and for the most part, I don't really focus on one specifically because if you do that, you end up paying too much. So I just kind of wait and see and hope that ones come along that are cheaper than usual or someone offers me a fantastic deal, and that's what's happened with this one. But actually, we'll get to it in a minute because there is a parcel that has come as well today, just arrived. So we'll get into this one first because I think I know what this is. Yeah. Shout out to the Ghetto Gang. So on last week's vlog, you'll see that I picked up a copy of Final Fantasy VII, and I picked it up from a CEX, and I basically managed to get it for £12, even though it would have been, I think it was £20 or £22 with a manual, and that's Final Fantasy VII. And I basically asked the Ghetto Gang if anybody had a manual, and this is what's so good about having an army of people that you're able to contact whenever you need them, right? To get their expertise. Such a fantastic group of people on there, and lo and behold, someone had a manual, and look at the great condition of it. There is a note here, and not only a note, that's what I mean, right? People know me at this point, right? It's a beautiful thing. So there is a note. Hey Callum, just wanted to say a big thank you for all the content you make, and it's helped me fuel my video game buying addiction. Yeah, you and me both, mate. Shout out to you and the Ghetto Gang Discord. Glad to help you complete one of my favourite games ever. Enjoy, Liam. P.S. Excuse my bad handwriting. Mate, bad handwriting's a sign of high IQ, right? That's what I tell myself anyway. So massive, massive shout out to you because, yeah, you know I love my mint chocolate, and this is much needed, right? It just felt like it's one of them games that needed to have a manual. And yeah, I think it's always worth playing that game with CEX where is the value to you what the value of the manual is? Because like I say, that's almost double the price for a manual. For me, more than happy to find a game in good condition, no cracks in the case, just missing the manual. And yeah, massive shout out to Liam and the Ghetto Gang for that. But anyway, now we can get into this. So this came courtesy of Geordie Video Games. So I previously had a purchase from them. It did me a fantastic price on the Great Circus Mystery, Minnie and Mickey, which I completed on last week's vlog. If you remember, I told the story how I made this purchase and then randomly contacted me on Instagram, and we didn't know we were kind of talking to each other on both formats, and then I kind of pieced it together, and it was just one of them coincidences. But yeah, we were able to do another deal on another fantastic game. So, let's get into it. Well packaged. Okay. Oh, man. It's a lot of bubble wrap. And I'll be putting links to Geordie Video Games Instagram, and he also sells on eBay, so make sure you go and check them out. Great guy, as I say, done some fantastic prices for me. We actually nearly agreed a price on a ridiculously heavy hitter, but sadly for me, somebody made an offer on his eBay page that was far too good for him to turn down, so it wasn't meant to be. But we have here a copy of here we go. Very well packaged. A copy of Fun and Games, Paint Games, Music Style. This isn't the only game in this box, right? The heavy hitters still to come, don't worry. But we also managed to get this thrown in with me going for a full set of Super Nintendo games, right? This is just one that I didn't already own. This is actually a 1994 compilation game. It features puzzles, arcade games. There's even like a Pac-Man clone in here. All sorts. It's like music, composer, paint. There's even like a fashion thing where you can put different clothing together. Think sort of like a non-Nintendo first-party Mario Paint type thing, right? Nothing that you're probably going to want to play in 2024, that's for sure. But it's got a big sticker on it. Best for less. Now £12.98, which I probably wouldn't want to pay that for it. So. But otherwise, in nice condition. It's got all the flaps, all the flappage. Really nice condition manual. I mean, I don't think people played this game to death. So, yeah, just nice to add another one to the Super Nintendo collection. But now, we can get to the main event. So, let's get into the box, shall we? Again, individually packaged. So, whilst I'm unpacking this, I just want to talk about some of the values of it. So, I got this for a fantastic price. Amazing price. As you'll see, it's not in mint condition. There's a bit of a defect, which is one of the reasons I was able to get such a good price. But this is a game that there's none buy it now on eBay currently complete. There's one buy it now without a manual and it's battered for £160. There's sold listings for, I think there's a sold listing for like, I'll put it on screen if I remember, but it's like over £300 I think. Obviously with Nintendo cardboard a lot of it comes down to condition, but it's not only one of them valuable, hard to find games, it's a really good game by all accounts, and I'm very excited to get it played. And that is The Adventures of Batman and Robin. So this 1994 title was developed by Konami. It actually got other releases, Mega Drive being one, but wasn't developed by Konami. I think they only did the Super Nintendo version. And it's based on the Batman animated TV series. It's a 2D platformer where you play over 8 levels, and as you'll see graphically, absolutely fantastic. Done in that same sort of Art Deco style of the TV series. Very, very highly regarded game. Computer and Video Games gave it 91 out of 100. Official Nintendo magazine gave it 92 out of 100. And yeah, just one of them games I've been after for a long, long time. And you'll see now, looking at it, there's loads of like different variations to gameplay. There's loads of weapons, loads of mechanics, loads of movesets. There's also like aerial top-down vehicular levels. Yeah, just a one that, like I say, it's nice to add heavy hitters to the Super Nintendo wall, but when it's ones that I really want to play, it's even better. But now it's time for me to make you aware why I got this for such a good price. So as you can see, doesn't look too bad. Boom. So yeah, sadly, there was clearly a sticker there which has been removed. It's not in the best place, right, on the front of the game. But I'm happy with it based on what I paid, right? I'm not a mint collector. I'm sure the last sold listing was like £400 or best offer, something like that. It's a very expensive game. I wouldn't be paying that for it. So if this is the only way I'm going to get it with a bit of like box damage on the front, I'll take it, right? I'm more than happy with this. He did me an amazing deal. A lot of these games he had from a kid. I think he said he bought this off one of his neighbours. Like a fellow kid down the road, you know, back in the day, right? And used to kind of like swap games or buy games off each other when you'd finish with them. And I think this is how he got it all those years ago. So his neighbour ripped the sticker off it. I think there's actually one of the pictures on eBay. There's a sticker there. And it's probably the same sticker. Because it's in exactly the same placement. But I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Let me know in the comment section. Would you just put this in a box protector, put it on the wall, be happy with the price you paid for it? Or would you try and source maybe some sort of replica sticker? Or I don't know. What would you do with this? Let me know in the comment section. But I mean, yeah, it's complete. And besides that, it's actually in good condition. The manual, it's seen somewhere, but it's not too bad at all. Cartridge is in fantastic shape, and yeah, it's a nice purple box as well. I love it when they're like, you know, colourful boxes, especially with my sort of like colour themed Super Nintendo wall as it currently is. So can't really tell you how happy I am to get this. When these kind of like heavy hitting games come into my collection, it's just know that these are games I've sort of coveted for years. These are things that for years and years I've thought about owning or wanted to own, and yeah, to now have this in my collection and have the ability to play through it, yeah, just just made up with it. And I think that's all the Batman games now. I've got like all the other Batmans, I'm sure I have. We recently played one of the Batman games and I enjoyed that as well, but by all accounts, this is the Batman game on the Super Nintendo. So yeah, massive shout out to Geordie Video Games. Absolutely delighted. And I probably said that about 8 times, but just buzzing when I get games like this. This is what collecting's all about, right? When you get like heavy hitting Super Nintendo card, well, this is why I do what I do, because yeah, it just means a lot to me, and very, very happy to be putting this into the collection, and hopefully we'll get it played and maybe give it a go on this vlog as well. But there's loads to be cracking on with, so let's go. Okay, so on somewhat of a wet, miserable day, I've nipped into my locals. I've got a couple of bits to do, but obviously, you know, guys, we're going to go to CX. We're going to check the charity shops. Let's go and do it. Okay, so I'm back from what I thought was just going to be a quick sort of nip into my locals, trade in that copy of Orange Box that we found the other day, as well as a few other errands I had to run. And to be honest, I didn't even think I'd find any footage worth using on the vlog, but boy was I wrong. Yeah, did very, very well. Got some really, really nice bits actually. But before we get into that, I've had another parcel arrive, so let's get into this. This, I believe, trying to think if it was an eBay purchase or I think it might have been Amazon. But this is PS3 Essential, which has become quite a hard, quite expensive one to find. I incorrectly said a couple of weeks ago that I had all the Souls games from my PS3 Essential set. I was wrong because I've missed out Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. So I think this is the only Dark Souls 2 format that you can get in PS3. So it's like the Complete Edition and Scholar of the First Sin, which I think the definitive edition of the Dark Souls 2 experience includes an array of improvements, as well as the critically acclaimed DLC chapters Crown of the Sunken King, Crown of the Old Iron King, and Crown of the Ivory King. And as you can see, this is sealed. From memory, I paid in and around £20 for this. Yeah, not cheap. That's where I'm at now with the collection. I'm hoping at some point, hopefully this week, to really go through my PS3 Essentials collection with a fine-tooth comb, work out exactly how many I've got on the way, and therefore how many I still need. But yeah, I'm getting to that point where £20 is okay, because some of the ones that I've got left are double that, if not more. And just today I spent over £40 on a PS3 Essential, so they're getting expensive, that's for sure, but I'm not far off. I think I only need in and around 20 now, but like I say, once I go through them all, check them off my list, I'll be able to share with you guys exactly which ones I still need, and if anyone out there can help me finish, it would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, happy to add Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin, and like I say, that's all the Souls games now added to the PS3 Essentials set. So, takes me to my trip to the locals, and you'll have seen this on the footage. I went into Crack Converters, always go in, rarely find anything. And I remember just seeing this and I'm thinking, I'm sure I don't see that very often. And that's this Batman Arkham Asylum, but in this sleeve cover. Now, Arkham City is the Batman that you see in a sleeve cover probably more than any other game. You always see it in a sleeve cover, there's loads of steelbooks for it as well. But I'd never seen this, and it sort of intrigued me. And all the way out around my locals, I was thinking, I'm sure this is quite rare. And then once I got home, I had a look into it. Now, it does say it includes exclusive The Joker poster. Sadly, it doesn't, because I've had a look online and that poster's fantastic. I mean, not that I'm a poster guy or that I'd have room for it even if I was, but it's such a nice poster, it'd be nice to have it. So if anyone's got one, give me a shout, I'd happily buy it off you. But from the sort of homework that I've done since I got back, I think this was a HMV exclusive. Cheapest one I can find on eBay is £25. So for $1.99, very happy with that. But for the most part, I think this is just the game. Again, it is the right game for the sleeve though, if that makes sense, because it says it includes exclusive The Joker. And I think maybe the back's different. Other than that, I don't know what's different about it. I don't know if there's any like DLC or anything in here. There's nothing I can see. So yeah, it's probably just the sleeve and the fact it comes with a Joker poster. But yeah, very cool. And to find it for $1.99, absolutely ecstatic with that. This is everything that I love hunting for, because I love finding these kind of things in these places for very cheap prices, and I love finding sleeve covers for Xbox 360. So that right there is a bit of me, and that was the trip already. I was already more than happy. But obviously with me going in CX anyway, to trade in Orange Box, but I saw my mate Manesh, manager extraordinaire, Ghetto Gang member, and whatever other superlatives you want to use to describe him, absolute legend. And he gifted me these. He said he found these for me, these Tekken 6 cards. Really cool actually, like character cards. Not only is it like really nice artwork on them of all the characters, but they've got all the character movesets on, so they're actually quite useful. So if I'm playing at my kiosk, which is right here for example, and I could just pop one of these up on the character that I'm playing with. Yeah man, so massive shout out to Manesh, the legend, as always. And whilst I was in there, this game caught my eye, and this is a series that has been getting discussed a lot on the Ghetto Gang Discord. So a lot of people really enjoy this series. It's something that I was never too sure about. I wasn't sure if it was for me, but given how much everybody else sort of waxed lyrical about it, I thought maybe it's time for me to step up. So when I found it in this now steelbook, I put it on the Discord, I said, is this a good place to start? And everyone said yes, because this is basically like a remake of the original, and that is Yakuza Kiwami. So as I say, I think this is a remaster of the original Yakuza game, so a good place to start. And it's a real nice sleeve cover. So as you can see, it's got the steelbook, sorry. So it's got a sleeve cover. But you see this young girl here, that's actually part of the steelbook itself. And then on this side, you got a real nice sort of like Yakuza classic tattoo art style. So yeah, just really nice steelbook. All of the Yakuza steelbooks are very nice. Some of them are quite pricey, but they always make a lot of effort with the artwork on them. So I'm probably going to give this a play tonight, see if the Yakuza series is for me. I'm really intrigued by it. Like I say, because of the positives I keep hearing on the group about the series, so many people are really enjoying playing through it, that it makes me think maybe it will be for me, right? I get visions of it being a bit silly, I don't know why. Maybe it being a bit too OTT, but as I say, we shall find out hopefully this evening. But a nice Yakuza steelbook for the collection either way. So yeah, really happy for that, for what was supposed to be just nipping out to my locals to do some medial jobs, to come away with this stuff, and in particular that for £2. Let me know if you've ever found one of these out in the wild before, because I don't even think I've ever seen one of these before. So yeah, very, very happy with that. Let's go. Retro Ghetto. Good morning. Very early start this morning. Got my second cup of tea in hand. I'm here in Leicester at Kev's games room and I can't believe how much has been done in the short space of time that we're here. So it looks bigger in person, but this is massive. Plus, this isn't even its final form. So you can see exactly how much additional space Kev has added, right? It's from where the tiles end there, that's where the door in was. So all of this is additional. So as you can see, it's a very long room now. Doors have all been done, and he says it's not too far off. He reckons it's about a week away from completion of the building works. But, like I say, there's more to it. It's not just this extension here. What you can't yet see is the back. So all of this, this wall's coming down I think today. So we've still got all of this to add to what we've just seen. So yeah, it's going to be a decent size, this. And the first thing I said to Kev when I got here was, "You won't feel this, will you?" And his response was, "Already have, mate." That's part of the fun. Kev's like me, he loves the filling in that. Like, for him, the joy will come, you know, once it's built and he gets to slowly start putting his stuff in, put it where he wants it to be. I mean, I've got a bag full of games that I've bought with me. Mega Drive, Jaguar, Wii U. So yeah, and we're going game hunting today. So we're having a quick pit stop here. I'm gonna chill out with Kev for a bit, have a cup of tea, and then we're gonna go hunting in Leicester. Speak of the devil, oh, you got some stuff for me. Right, so here's the main man. There we go, famous hello. Let me get behind the light. So this is all stuff for me. No, we're saving that for when I get home. But with this, I've not seen any of this. Genuine, this isn't YouTube talk, I've not seen any of this ever.
No. I want you to see that, I want to see your reaction.
Okay.
The guys at home will love it.
Yeah, but
you won't.
No, because I don't want them to see what it is.
Well, add this bit in.
Alright. Right, so this is something I've been asking Kev for. I spoke about this on the channel for the Ghetto Gym. Can you just switch them around? No, the other one, the other hands. These, look at them. Yes, these are going in the Ghetto Gym. So that will go on the left side of the fence. Ryu will go on the right side of the fence. How cool are these? And apparently there's something even cooler that I don't know about yet. So I'm going to save that for later, but delighted with that. Thank you, Kevin. There's a whole bag full of games for you down there, mate, to add to your...
Just a shame I have to pay for them.
Okay, so last time I was here in Kev's Kitchen Stroke Diner, this was accessible, but I mean, not anymore. What's this new stuff you've got?
Evercade Full Void Special Edition. Difficult one to
find. I've never seen a sleeve cover on an Evercade game before.
It's the only one they do that I'm aware of.
Yeah, pretty cool. And this you're saying you bought by mistake?
The Italian copy.
But you can get an English one. And then
this is pretty cool. I don't know if...
What's that?
I've never seen them. OG Xbox keyring thing.
That is cool. I like that. It's a torch.
Apparently so.
Check it out.
And this.
Okay, Kevin, shall we go and buy some more games?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, let's go.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. Okay, we have made it to Leicester, and it's a strange one. Like Kev just said, this is what we do. I love game hunting, but my car is full, and I mean full, of amazing stuff already. I can't wait to show you guys. It kind of feels like I'm already happy, more than happy with what I've achieved and added to my collection and games room today before I've even started hunting. So yeah, whatever happens, I'm gonna have a great day hunting with Kev. First stop CX, then we're going to go to Game Shack. I think we might be getting exclusive access to a new part of Game Shack, which is currently under development, so that'll be good to see. And then we'll try and get to Beaumont Lees as well, hit up Kev's secret CEX. But yeah, man, let's go and do it. Right, okay, so we had a mixed time in CEX Leicester. I did really well. I got quite a few games. I got a lot of games actually, but I'll be showing them on a future video. Kev got some nice stuff. We'll look at Kev's stuff in a minute, but they overcharged him by how much?
75 quid.
He has to look at a game, said, oh, actually, I've already got it. And then they put it on the price, £75. He noticed as I was leaving, and then got it sorted out with no apology.
No nothing.
No nothing. Guys, I try and remain balanced when it comes to CEX. There's a lot I love about it, but I mean, surely an apology is the least you expect, right? £75 overcharge. Right, anyway, on to the next. Okay, so that's a fantastic Game Shack done. Oh man, a lot of games have been bought. Got bag full of games, most of which I'll show you when we get back. Kev's got a bag full, more than a bag full. So we need to go somewhere and show you everything we've picked up. But the journey don't stop. We're going to nip to Game of all places, and then we're going to go to Beaumont Lee's CEX. So yeah, let's keep it going. Okay, so we've made it to Beaumont Lee's, but before we go and check out the CEX, let's take a look at all the stuff Kev's bought, which is a bag full. Was you taking the price off?
Yeah.
Is your missus watching?
Yeah, people don't need to see the price.
Yeah. Okay, first game, Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers.
Yeah.
This one.
I found that for you. Yeah, I've already got this. Beautiful. Some artwork on this is fantastic. Nice sleeve cover.
I didn't pay these prices.
No, got a good deal from Rich at Game Shack. Oh wow.
Kiosk.
Yeah. Double crime.
Kiosk. Kiosk.
If anyone's new to the channel,
Kiosk.
Kev's got an original Xbox kiosk, and it's got like a pit that would have held the games in store. Kev's filling them all up.
Well, I filled one.
And it holds about 20 of each game, right?
Yeah, I think it's about 16.
Yeah.
But yeah, having to buy the same game over and over.
Nice.
A wave bird.
A wave bird. Your second wave bird.
Second wave bird.
Well, two-player, isn't it?
The first manual-less Mega Drive game I've purchased.
Oof. How many of the classics have you got?
I think this is about 7th.
And how many is there?
I'm going to guess there's around about 12. Yeah. Plants vs Zombies on the Mega Drive.
I don't think Sega have endorsed this, to be honest.
Yeah, that's
Russian on the bottom.
That's legit, that is.
Oh yeah.
By the time I put
take this to CX, I'll trade it in.
By the time I put a Sega sticker on it, it'll be legit.
Put a with added Kev on it. I'll let you say it. What's it called?
Touch My Katamari.
Lovely. That's my intro screen for the next 3 months.
That's yours.
Yeah, that is mine. There's a reason I bought this. I'll discuss that when we go through my stuff.
Rubbish.
I don't know why you bought that.
Because I'm going for a full 360.
Yeah, but it's classics. You don't want classics, do you? Is the sleeve not going to annoy you? It's fine.
I can replace it.
Broken as well.
I've got plenty of cases.
Well,
N64.
Oh.
Great console.
Nintendo cardboard. I'm going to stop filming now.
Ren and Stimpy.
Nice. That was CX farm, wasn't it?
It was.
How much?
15 quid.
Is that how much it is? Oh, I'd have had that. If Leicester had things on display. They don't. 15 quid's a bargain.
15 quid plus the 75 quid that they were going to try.
Oh yeah, not got over that yet.
Don't ask.
Oh dear.
That was what I was on about.
Yeah. They're only going up in value though, make these rarer 360 titles. I thought you was grabbing my leg then. Yeah. Bit disappointed.
Rockman 2. If my game room was up and running, we could play that this afternoon.
Yeah, me and you.
Or not. And then that one. Purely because it's the director's cut.
Is that how much it is now? 15 quid? Wow. That's everything, is it?
With the exception of this, that was gifted to me by Rich at
Game Shack.
Never
seen this before?
No.
So this was obviously back in the day.
It wasn't happy about.
Shizzle. So back in the day, you could plug the Dreamcast in, couldn't you? Go online, and this is obviously lovely bedtime reading. Ah, nice pickups, mate.
Thank you.
If only you had somewhere to put them all.
Well, all over the floor now.
Let's go CEX, buy some more.
Yay! my Street Fighters.
Did you bring all them in?
Yeah.
You were the one that put me on to them.
There was a 360 on there, wasn't
Yeah, sold that one. Xbox One.
That's all mine. Oh, that ain't.
Kind of want that.
It does bring joy to me, seeing that.
Yeah. Mate, they got flooded with them, didn't they? What did you pick up, Kev? Stuff.
Some stuff, some games.
Stuffs. Yep. Don't see that one too often, do you?
So what happened?
Tack.
No.
Oh, that's good one. You've got 3 Wii games.
And
Oh,
PSP game.
nice.
And that.
Stardew Valley.
Because I like the retro.
Right, we're back at Kev's, and even though we've both got cars full of games, this is pretty much an everyday occurrence for you, right?
Yeah, this is a poor day.
So all of this was by the front door. All say CX on the front, so we might as well do a CX lottery, right? A live CX lottery. A Kev first.
And this is how you open them, from right to left.
Boring though, isn't it?
Okay.
Getting it
You want
right.
to show me address?
Well, bit anticlimactic. Yeah.
Oh, there ain't no good stuff in it.
Are you up to date with the Evercade?
Pretty much.
This is one of the better ones, isn't it?
I'm holding out for a Evercade Duke Nukem one. I can't remember what it's called. I forget.
Not that one. Didn't you just buy that?
Yeah. we won't. No. 09 I got.
Oh, right, okay.
We won't call this a win though.
No. Has it got a manual? I got a manual. That's alright, if it's just the box.
Yeah, tell you that.
These NASCAR games aren't cheap, are they?
No.
How much
You
was
know
this?
Me, I'm big into NASCAR.
How much was this?
I don't know.
You have a look while I...
It's got no thing in it.
Oh. I'll put it on screen. More work for me.
Over 360.
Oh.
Yeah, national.
Jesus. All the people out there that say Kev should have his own channel.
Look what you're missing.
Yeah. National Geographic. Well, it's a big one.
What do when you're trying to hide the address, is it?
No.
This will be Mega Drive.
Oh. You only got a good man, don't you, sir?
Oh, no, it ain't.
Oh.
It ain't a good game.
Well. On trend then.
Yeah, but I've got all the good games.
Oh.
Mag Force Racing.
Mag Force. Well, at least the box is in. I hate when Dreamcast games do that. So frustrating.
Just folded over.
Yeah. Mag Force Racing.
Stop videoing. Let's go and play National Geographic quiz.
Quick. Is that all of them?
That's it.
Wow. Sorry, guys. Yeah, in the time it's taken us to go out and buy a load of games, loads more has happened. So this is the additional space. So now you can see the full size. So as you say, that's all additional at the back. This here is, I was told, roughly where the original size of the garage was. So the garage originally went from there to there. Then the game room that we once knew went from here to there. But now, with both the back and the front extended, how long is it now? Do you know the dimensions, Kev?
10 metres by 3.
10 metres by just shy of 4. So it's a very big space. Yeah, it might not come from camera, you get more of a sense of it when you're here, but yeah, he reckons he's about a week away now from the completion of the works. Luckily he's got laminate flooring, so it's going to be easy for him to just extend the flooring out both ways. Board up the walls, and then that's it. Trips to IKEA, and all the fun stuff begins. Well, there's also obviously the electrics, LEDs, spotlights, but yeah, next time we come back, you should see some games in here. Right, okay, so guys, eventually I'm gonna have to slow down. I can't keep outdoing myself, but today is not that day. I came home with more stuff, more amazing stuff than I think I ever have before. And I don't really know where to start in terms of the pickup. So let's just go with what you guys have already seen. Actually, before that, there's about almost 20 games I bought today that I won't be showing. I've got about 4 videos lined up over the next few Wednesdays that I'm very excited to bring to you guys. But yeah, that's all stuff I'm going to save for then. But believe me, there's more than enough to go through for the here and the now. And as I say, we'll start with a game that you guys already saw when was in Kev's car. And that is BlazBlue Continuous Shift. This is a 2009 fighter developed by Arc Systems. It's the sequel to Calamity Trigger, and the reason I bought this, besides the fact that I'm going for a full one-on-one fighter set for the Xbox 360, is because my good friend Dylan over at Hyper Trigger X, you will have seen him on Wednesday's video of Rollercore's room tour, which you haven't seen. Make sure you check that out. What an amazing room. And the link will be in the below to that. But basically, Dylan has the collector's edition of this, and he said he doesn't want it. He doesn't like the lack of uniformity. He'd rather just have the games. And he said if I see this for a decent price, pick it up, but he'll swap it me for the collector's edition. So yeah, shout out to Dylan. Love that. So I'll end up with the collector's edition of this. So yeah, had to pick that up for him, effectively, kind of for myself, I guess, but for both of us, shall we say. So yeah, that was that, and that actually came from Game Shack. Fantastic Game Shack. And whilst I was there, I did also pick up a couple of other games. So obviously with me going for the full Super Nintendo set, anytime I can pick up games, I'm just going to pick them up. And the first one I want to show is World Class Rugby. Not really much to say about this. It's a rugby game. I think you can play as like, what is it, like 12 different teams. You basically play for a Rugby World Cup, and it's done in sort of like a more 3D style than a lot of the sports games that you would have seen back in this era. But I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's a rugby game. I'm not a big rugby fan, but it's another one towards the full set. Speaking of games towards the full set, this is one of them games that I sometimes think to myself when I see it out and about, do I own it? You know, I've said a few times, it's those games that you just see quite often, and I almost convince myself I already own it, but I don't think I do. Anyway, that game is Zoop. So Zoop is a puzzle game released for the Super Nintendo back in 1995, but this has had a release on loads of different systems over the years. You'll be seeing on screen now a bit of the gameplay. It's not something I've ever played, so I don't really know how the mechanics work. I'm not really sure how this puzzles, if that's the correct terminology. But yeah, I mean, listen, any day that we can have Super Nintendo cardboard is a good day, right? So that's 2 more for the collection. That's 4 for the week, including the fantastic Batman and Robin. And I keep saying, oh, I'm almost halfway to the collection, and on next week's vlog we're going to count. I'm going to go through them, and I reckon I'm over halfway now, so we're going to have a look at that on next week's vlog. But yeah, just always nice to add Nintendo cardboard to the collection, right? And then after all the CEX stores, of which that was mostly my pickups, which I'll be showing at a later date, me and Kev were fortunate enough to be able to go to a top secret location, a storage room full of games like you've never seen. Sometimes I don't like to talk about things on video that I can't really back up with video. Let's just say it was unbelievable, and I was like a kid in a candy shop. The owner, unsurprisingly, didn't want me to film. They did say to me, you can take 1 photo, so you'll be seeing that on screen now, and it's kind of in a corner where you can't really see that much. But yeah, I've never seen so many high-end games consoles, games stacked floor to ceiling. It was just mad. Like I say, it was only a flying visit, and hopefully me and Kev are going to be fortunate enough to go and check out one of these storerooms and hopefully film it, who knows, in the future. So if I can, obviously I'll bring that on the channel. It wasn't really a shopping trip either, but I did find one thing that I was able to get. Just something I'd never seen before, quite a strange item, and that is Batman Arkham Knight on the PS4. But it's this double pack, and what really caught my eye is it's like a Sainsbury's exclusive. I don't think I've ever come across a Sainsbury's exclusive video game before. You get quite a few HMV ones and things like that, but I know in America they have like a lot of GameStop exclusives, but yeah, never come across a Sainsbury's exclusive. The exclusive content on this is the Scarecrow Nightmare Missions pack, but what's cool about this, obviously apart from the fact that it comes in like a nice cardboard sleeve, so you already know why I picked it up. Also, it comes with this Blu-ray of Batman Gotham Knight, so an original animated movie, so that's cool. So yeah, like I say, I've looked on eBay, there are some available, it's not overly expensive, but just something I'd never seen before, and it really ticks a lot of boxes for me, right, in terms of the things that I enjoy collecting for him. Arkham Knight is the actual only Batman game in the Arkham series that I've played through start to finish. I'm somewhat ashamed to say that because I've heard such good things about the others, like Origins and Asylum, City. So yeah, let me know in the comments which one you think is the best out of the ones I haven't yet played, and maybe we'll get to playing one of them very shortly. But yeah, like I said, just had to have that. And then it's time to... Actually, sorry, there was one more thing I forgot. Shout out to Rich at Game Shack. Always have a great time there, and he always does some really good prices. He very kindly put box protectors on these Super Nintendo games for me. And I said to him, how many have you got? Can I buy some off you? And he sold me some. So I've got 12 box protectors here, which is much needed. There's quite a few now that don't have protectors on. And I was actually joking with Rich about how much it would cost to have a full set just in box protectors. Whilst I say I'm joking, it's no joke. Just having half the set, if you break down how much it costs to put box protectors on them all, it's no mean feat in itself, let me tell you. But, you know, you have to do it, right? Nintendo Cardboard deserves these. So, yeah, happy to add those as well. And now we get on to the stuff that almost leaves me speechless. So, it's been a while since I saw Kev, and I've been speaking to him, you know, periodically, and I would say to him, like, I'd love to have this, I'd love to have that for my games room. Obviously, I share the same passion he does. And it's great to see his enthusiasm for his impending completion of his games room and what he's going to do. And we're going to bring that to the channel. But I've been telling him that I'd love to have this and love to have that, and today he pretty much gave me everything. I was expecting him to maybe have one or two things done for me, but today he sort of pulled out everything like I've ever spoke to him about. Like, the room's full. We're going to show all of that stuff shortly because it's too big for me to like pull on camera now. And one item in particular, yeah, I'm just going to have to show it you. It's very difficult for me to put it, like, you know, to find the words to best surmise it. But before that, there was one other thing. Shout out to Theo, Slimeass TV. So Theo recently met with Kev, and on that meeting, he passed this on to him for me. So Theo went to Toycon UK. Toycon looks like a fantastic event, and obviously Theo covered it with all his usual fantastic editing and filming style. So I'll try and remember to put a link in the description to that as well. But he sent me a few pics while he was there, and I saw this item and I was like, oh, you're going to have to buy this for me, man. So I sent him the money and he picked this up for me, and I'm delighted to say it's even better in person than it is on the camera. And that is this Final Fight figure of Hagar. I mean, you can't really see it too well because it's still in its packaging, so let's take it out of the packaging. And whilst I'm doing that, I'll talk to you about the company that makes this. So this is a company called Unbox Industries. They've actually been going since 2007, and they're one of like the biggest sort of like limited run toy and sofubi manufacturers in the world. They've become a real big company at this point, and they put out amazing stuff, which is always very sought after. This is actually part of a Capcom collaboration that they did. This is the fourth figure from the Final Fight line, and in my opinion, the best, right? For me, it's always, as you can tell with my collection, it's like go big or go home, and this is like the biggest of the figures, right? So yeah, let's get him out and take a look at him. I haven't seen him myself at this packaging. And it's so big, it's hard to get out of the bag. Hang on, I'm gonna have to angle him. There we go. Oh yes, look at that. So I'll probably put overlay on so you can see it a bit better, but how cool is that? Absolutely love this. Yeah, not got a clue where he's going to go in here. I mean, it was only last week that we found, we made some room in here for a lot of my toys, but I've got to find a home for this guy. He does have some small bits of articulation. I think his arms move or his hands move. Yeah, and his feet move, so it's not really a toy as such, right? It's not really an action figure. It's more of a statue, in my opinion. But yeah, just, you never really see things like this, and, you know, to have something that's this exclusive. And yeah, so if this is something that interests you, head over to Unbox Industries. You find them on Instagram, and hopefully next year I might go to Toycon. It looks an amazing time. I don't like venturing into the capital, I'm not going to lie. It takes a lot to pull me into London, but this might be it. So next year I might go, but until then, make sure you check out Theo's fantastic coverage of the event if you're interested to see what it's all about. But yeah, man, so that is Hagar, and that's pretty much everything I can show you whilst we're sat here. So let's go and take a look at everything Kev made for me. How cool is that looking, by the way? Can't wait to find a home for him. But anyway, let's look at all the fantastic stuff I got from Kev. We're going to start with the more sort of boring stuff. So he made me this shelf. So this was custom made to sit on top of the PS3 area that we put in here a couple of weeks ago. It needed to be cut shorter because of that God of War Pandora's Box Collector's Edition I've got. I'm not going to show you because there's about 30 games around there that I don't want you guys to see yet. But yeah, we've got that. And he also made me some stickers. So I get asked all the time if I've got stickers by shops and people that I bump into and stuff. So I've now got these stickers, so I can start giving these out. I'll take a few of these with me to Doncaster Retro Gaming Market, which is happening this weekend. So all that footage is going to be coming to the channel as well, of what is the biggest and probably the best retro video game fair in the country. So that's those things done. You have already seen these. I mean, how amazing. I mean, I've literally only just got home and got the bubble wrap off them. So that is still pretty new to me. These have been made for the Ghetto Gym. But I mean, they look so good. I'd love to find a home for them in here. Look at that Sagat. I spent a lot of time choosing the artwork because I wanted something which would complement the sort of shape of the gym. So I like the fact that obviously the left side of the fence is going to have this raised on it, and then we flipped the image of Ryu round so that he's sort of like, you know what I mean. It looks better on the right and he looks better on the left, basically. But looking at it now, they're almost too good to go outside in the Ghetto Gym. But these are made from, what's it called? It's ACM. It's an aluminium composite material. Kev would be proud of me. So it's basically like a plastic with a thin layer of aluminium either side, and then it's printed directly onto that. So they are basically designed to go outside and withstand weather conditions and stuff. So they're going to look amazing. But like I say, they look so good. There's part of me that wants them in here. Do I put them on there? No. They're going in the gym, the Ghetto Gym. We're going to do a lot of work in the Ghetto Gym in the next few weeks. So that's where they're going to be going. And what I'm going to do now is insert that clip that you saw of me and Kev earlier where I cut the camera.
I want you to see that. I want to see your reaction.
Okay.
The guys at home will love it.
Yeah. But
you won't.
No, because I don't want them to see what it is.
Well, add this bit in.
Alright, alright. So what is this? So this is what I asked for.
Kind of.
So this will be inserted footage.
Huh?
This will be inserted footage later in the vlog.
I spent most of yesterday
working on
your stuff.
Oh. Well, I appreciate it.
This is what you asked for.
Yeah?
Yeah? Flat logo.
Yeah? I mean, it looks great. I'm not so sure about that bit.
It covers that mess underneath.
Yeah. That looks good. Nice one, mate. I mean, I think you've improved the logo. Theo done a good job.
As long as you can peel that off.
But you've took it to the next level. Cheers, mate.
Just peel that bit. Unless...
So, yeah, here it is. So, this is what I asked Kev for. I'm conscious how busy Kev is. He's a very generous man with his time. And I said to him, look, don't go above and beyond. Just basically do me a logo, please, and my new logo. And just do it the same way that you've done these. So, just put it on the back of something. And that is what I've been saying this space has been for up here. So the last few weeks I've spoken about that space there, and I've been alluding to this going there. I wasn't expecting the with added Kev sticker, but obviously we can peel that off. So I was delighted with that, and to be honest, if this is what he'd given me, I would be made up. However, Kev being Kev, this wasn't good enough for him. So I mean, to say he's gone above and beyond is an understatement. Take a look at this. So, here's what Kev made for me. So, it looks great. Right, my logo. And it's all been done with real high quality craftsmanship. This is all metal. And he was telling me how difficult it is to get this kind of shape cut out. I mean, if you look up here, look at this. Look at the way that's been fabricated around the sort of specifications of the outline of the logo. And it's not the easiest logo to outline, right? It's not one sort of like symmetrical shape. However, that's not everything. I'm gonna do my best to show you whilst I reach over here. Boom! Look at that. Oh my goodness. Let me just dim the lights a second. Oh, wow. So, it's not coming through as well on camera as it is in person, but what you can't quite see right now as well is not only is this obviously illuminated, it's actually backlit as well. So this is going to sit on spacers on the wall, so it'll be both backlit and front lit. I mean, the craftsmanship is unreal. Kev has outdone himself. I've obviously thanked him a lot in person. I can't... Yeah. Just... What a legend. I cannot wait to get this on the wall. Next week's vlog is going to be something else, because we've got so much stuff now to house to truly make the 3.0 looking better than ever. Obviously, we're going to be getting this put up there, and... Yeah, I couldn't have imagined... I don't look this ginger in real life. That's coming... That's coming through on the camera. But yeah, just wow. I don't really know what else to say. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as I sit here with my new friends, that is going to do it for this week's Ghetto vlog. I'm becoming a bit of a broken record, saying at the end of each vlog how a truly great week. But I mean, come on. I hope you guys have enjoyed this week's vlog, because yeah, it's been a very special week for a lot of different reasons. And everything that you've seen, all the adventures I've been on, all the new items that I've added, it's been a very short week, a very quick turnaround. It was a bank holiday. It was little man's birthday. RG Jr. had a birthday, so obviously I had a day spent with him that night where I was no working. We also had a kids' party to attend to. So it's just been a great week all around, really. And it's so good that I almost forget about the fact that I opened one of my grails in Batman and Robin right at the beginning of this vlog. So yeah, I don't think I've ever had a better pickups video than what you guys have just seen. And to be honest, it don't stop there, because straight from here I'm jumping into the Doncaster retro video game market, the biggest and best market in the retro game scene. And yeah, so many videos that I'm currently working on, so many great games and pickups that I'm going to be showing you over the next few weeks that, yeah, just rolling with it right now, man. I want a real high, and can't wait to bring you guys some content that I'm very, very excited about. But let me know in the comment section below what your favourite pickup was from this week. That's a pretty hard task, right? There's a lot to choose from. But yeah, a massive thank you to everybody that's taken the time to watch this far into the vlogs. If you're not already subscribed, you know, do so. As I said, there's a lot coming up, and if you want to help the channel to grow further and you want to support myself, there will be a link below as well to the Ghetto Gang, where you get exclusive access to additional videos and of course the Ghetto Gang Discord, which yeah, if you collect video games, it's the place to be. But as always, thank you very much for watching. Play your games, keep it retro. I'll see you in a bit. Take care.
Touch my Katamara. Touch my Katamara. Touch my Katamara.